Hello, I am Malcolm. I am your host from the MCHM show, and this time around I'm going back to 1998 to review ECW's Heatwave 98. This event took place in Dayton, Ohio, and we first start off the night with Joey Styles introducing his commentators for the evening, the head cheerleader Francine and the franchise Shane Douglas. Just to let you know, I have the DVD with me, but I don't have like the real version where they use the real music. This one's pretty much short and cut and edit, but other than that, they start off with the show and then we get our first match. Jerry Lynn versus Justin Credible. All through the summer, Justin Credible and Jerry Lynn have been having their rivalry over ECW, who was going to be the top guy in ECW. And this match at ECW's Heatwave 98 was the perfect opportunity for their final battle and who will take their summer series. I'm gonna tell you what, if you like spots in this match, there's some spots in here that are worth checking, especially with Jerry Lynn like going out from the top rope, getting Justin Credible. There was also a little funny spot where Justin Credible misses the baseball slide and he gets nutted into the ring post. And then also from the Heels Lackeys, Justin Credible's entourage of Nicole Bash, the sexiest man on earth Jason, and Chastity, they all make their appearance and try to cause Jerry Lynn the match. There was a point in the match where Jerry had it added up to here and he takes out Jason, he hits Nicole Bass with a chair, and then he pile drives Cassidy. There was also a really good spot where Jerry Lynn Hurricane Rana himself on the top rope and Justin Credible lands not only on the table but on concrete. It was amazing to see Justin Credible go on the way he did, but the ending of the match which really took the cake for me. Justin Credible wins with his That's Incredible Tombstone Pile Driver. Now we all know the Tombstone Pile Driver, right? Oh, it's just a Tombstone Pile Driver. But no, Justin Credible via murders Jerry Lynn on the second top rope and hits the That's Incredible on the second top rope. It was a sick bump, and quite honestly, that's what ended the match. 1, 2, 3, Justin Credible wins the Summer Series. Overall, this match is, like I said, it's not as spot heavy, but there are some spots that was really just ooh and ah. It had the crowd riled up. It had the fans cheering for Jerry Lynn and some getting on the bad side, just incredible. The heels, managers, they get involved when they need to get involved. And, you know, this match, it was the last of their summer series. I haven't watched their other matches from the time they had that feud, but I swear, if I ever get a chance to look at them, I promise I will review them on this page soon. But overall, this was their last of the summer series. I'm gonna give this match a 7 out of 10. It was a good way to start the pay-per-view, and it was a great match to start off with. Next, we get when tag team partners collide. Lance Storm versus Chris Candido. Now, the storyline here is that Chris Candido and Lance Storm were tag team partners, but they could never get along. And they were even the ECW Tag Team Champions at one point before they lost to Sabu and Rob Van Dam. So, after when Lance Storm leaves his partner to be beaten by Van Dam and Sabu, there was also, I think, a promo package, if I remembered, of Lance Storm. I think Lance Storm taking a piece of. No, it was Sabu who took a piece out of Chris Candido's ear, and Lance Storm took a part of that injury and tried to take the Chris Candido's ear off. Of course, we get the Andersons first, and then on Chris Candido's side, he is joined with his fiance, which I believe at that time started the feud between those two. It fueled up even more. Chris Candido is managed by Tammy Lynn Cinch. And for all you don't know who Tammy Lynn Cinch is, I guess we all should know, aka known as Sunny. Yes, Sunny was in ECW. And Sunny and Chris Candido, I believe they were get married at the time when this pay per view started. But other than that, how does the match held up? Just like the Just Incredible and Jerry Lynn, there was some spots, but this was actually wrestle based. This was a all out fight. We know both men are real competent in the ring together, and they actually show it here. And I don't know. The Bastard Review, he says that Chris Candido was the heel and Lance Storm is the face when they faced each other at Living Dangerously '98. But now role reversal, Lance Storm is the heel and now Chris Candido's the face. Even though with that little bit of a turnaround though, this match was really good. It was very entertaining. And you know what? There's nothing more to say other than Sunny being so loud. Yes, oh my god. Sunny is freaking loud in this match. You can actually hear what she says. And I'm with Joey. He's like, does he actually live with her? And then Shane Douglas like, he does more than that with her. But anyway, the match was good. The ending was pretty believable of Chris Candido winning with the blonde bombshell. Other than that, Chris Candido got his revenge. There's nothing else more to say because they didn't have a match after this. So I'm gonna give this match, just like the Just Incredible and Jerry Lynn match, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. Next, we get, and I'm telling you, like I said from my ECW Anarchy Rules 99 about Masato Tanaka and Mike Awesome, now we get this next match. Mike Awesome versus Masato Tanaka. This was the pinnacle of the word extreme. This was again another spot heavy match, but there was also a dangerous spot at the end, which I'll get to. We get Mike Awesome diving off the top rope. Mike Awesome has to be like what 6'6", 6'8", and he's like over what 300 pounds, like over 300 pounds, and he can jump off the ropes and land on Mike Awesome right through the crowd. That's amazing in and of itself. That's completely awesome to me. Then we also get Mike Awesome just a splash on Masato Tanaka, and then we get Masato Tanaka hitting the roaring elbow. But then this is where the part of the match gets really, really sickening and dangerous. Instead of Mike Awesome had a table that land up. He was going to awesome bomb Masato Tanaka through a table outside the ring. Masato Tanaka counters it and does a crucifix power bomb, like just like the Awesome Bomb, and threw Mike Awesome outside the ring. Not only Mike Awesome hits the table, but he also his head hits the concrete floor. It was the most sick bump. I'm shocked the referees didn't stop the match, and it was really amazing for Mike Awesome to still continue the way that he does. Masato Tanaka hits a roaring elbow, and Mike Awesome kicks out of that. So Masato Tanaka gets two steel chairs and land them onto the corner floor, and Masato Tanaka gives Mike Awesome a tornado DDT. 1, 2, 3. Masato Tanaka is your winner. This match was just, my god. It's like I said, it was extreme. Mike Awesome and Masato Tanaka matches are really, really high and recommendable. They are always entertaining. They always have me at the edge of my seat. Like I said, when I make this ECW rivals list, I promise this one will be at the top. And just to make this really crazy, I'm gonna give this rating an 8 out of 10. It's a good match, but it's not as good as their November to Remember '99. And trust me, I will get to that one as soon as possible. Next, we also get a little bit of a promo of New Jack giving out a promo about Jack Victory. And Jack Victory's there in the parking lot. New Jack and Jack Victory are about to fight till New Jack gets jumped by the Dudley Boys. And something tells me that later on in the night that something will come out of it. Next, we get a promo from Rob Van Dam, Sabu, and Bill Alfonso about defending their tag team championships against Hayabusa and Shinsei Shinzaki. And that's our next match. My God. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I know Paul Heyman was trying to promote FMW the way it was, but I really don't buy Shinsei Shinzaki and Hayabusa as number one contenders. But I gotta tell you what, all four men put on a real entertaining match. Rob Van Dam, Sabu, Hayabusa, Jinsei Shinzaki, it was a very back and forth kind of match. And it also had me believing that we were going to have new tag team champions. The ending was pretty extreme. Like Rob Van Dam's 5-star frog splash and Jerry and Sabu's leg drop on the tables to hit Hayabusa and Sensei Shinzaki. And we also see the praying walking on the ropes by Sensei Sasaki, which is also one of the most coolest things I've ever seen. But I'm going to tell you, this match, you see for yourself, it is on WWE Network, and it is on YouTube. The match is really amazing, but even though that I don't buy Hayabusa and Sensei Sasaki as number one contenders, but they really almost had the tag team championships number. They really almost had Van Dam and Sabu. Because Sabu and Van Dam were on the part, they were tag team partners, but then they were not getting along. It's just like in and out. Other than that, the match is really amazing. There are some really good spots in this match. Other than the FMW thing, I'm going to give this match an 8.5 out of 10. An 8.5 out of 10. Next, we get a title match. Our second title match of the night. The FTW Championship is on the line. Taz's FTW title. Taz defend the belt against Bam Bam Bigelow in a death match. In a death match. The Orange and Black Attack steps into a scoring battle death match with Triple Threat member Bam Bam Bigelow. And the way for this rivalry, this started in Living Dangerously '98 when Taz took on Bam Bam Bigelow for the television title. And if you haven't seen that match, trust me, this was one of the most memorable ECW moments. You always see it on the opening of the show with this extreme promo. My God, this match was very brutal. It was a hardcore war. You got Taz and Bam Bam Bigelow fighting out in the crowd. It was fall count everywhere in the building. Taz was bleeding from his right eye, and he was profusely bleeding from his eye. Bam Bam Bigelow and Taz, they are really competent in the ring, and I do like the story between Bam Bam and Taz. And I'm happy that they showed a little story promo to actually explain what happens. It does feel like a title match, even though that the FTW was not a real belt. It was Taz's way of telling Shane Douglas, hey, this is the real World Heavyweight Championship. You're too afraid to put the belt on the line against me. So Shane Douglas say, hey, you think you will never be a World Heavyweight Champion. At the end of the match, they go into the ramp way, and it looked like they were gonna use the T-bone suplex, but no. I think Taz uses Tornado DDT, and they go right through the ramp. They go right through the ramp. Even I was saying they were dead, like Shane Douglas was saying. At first, there was no movement until we see the first person come out. That was Bam Bam. And Bam Bam was like literally like trying to move, trying to get a breather. But then out of nowhere, Taz comes up from the hole and hits the Kanta Hajime on Bam Bam. You might want to look at this one for yourself. Um, I don't know if Bam Bam was tapping because I believe he was reaching for the ropes. And I agree with Shane Douglas. I think that Bam Bam was reaching for the ropes. I don't think he was, you know, tapping out to Taz mission. But the ref said he did, and Taz is the winner by via submission. At the end of the match, we get Shane Douglas throwing his headset on the ground, throwing the monitor at the ground. Francine's trying to calm down Shane Douglas. And Taz cuts a promo saying, "Hey, Shane Douglas, beat me if you can. Survive if I let you." This match was like a hardcore, was very, very entertaining. They fought against the crowd. There was a lot of heavy spots. The best spot was that that DDT on the rampway. That was an excellent spot. And you know what? And it did. And even though that the FTW Championship was not really a title, but it kind of really did feel like a really good title match. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to give this match a 9 out of 10. Finally, we come to the main event. Tommy Dreamer, the Sandman, Little Spike Dudley versus Bubba Ray, Devon, and Big Dick Dudley in the Dudleyville Street Fight. The storyline here is that the Dudley boys broke Tommy Dreamer's girlfriend's neck, Beulah McGillicuddy, with 3D. And for the Sandman to be in this match, Sandman wants revenge over the Dudley boys because they 3D him and it damn near broke the Sandman's neck. Sandman wants revenge for a broken neck. Spike Dudley, he had it up to here with his abusive brothers. As for the match goes, there was actually some wrestling moves. There was actually some wrestling moves into it. But then it becomes the brawl, the typical ECW brawl. Mayhem ensues. There was a spot where Spike Dudley climbs a ladder and he lands on everybody. And then you get Tommy Dreamer and Devon going into the audience. You had Sandman and Big Dick Dudley going at it. There was a really, really part that even I felt so much pain. I had to feel so bad for Tommy Dreamer. Bubba Ray puts a ladder like underneath Tommy Dreamer and does a diving senton onto Tommy Dreamer. To me, I think that should have ended the match. It should have did a pin, but no. Spike Dudley comes and gives Bubba Ray an acid drop. Then he tries to acid drop Big Dick Dudley, but Big Dick just throws Spike to a table on the outside. Then you got the Sandman Singapore Cane, Big Dick Dudley, which was pretty cool. And then you get this really awesome spot. You have Ford's Tree of Woes, Bubba Ray in one corner, Big Dick on one corner, Devon in one corner, and Joe Gertner on one corner. So we have the Sandman, Tommy Dreamer, Spike Dudley, and the referee, I think it was Jim Bolino. They do a four-man tree of woe on the Dudleys and Joe Gertner. That was an amazing spot. It even had me it had me laughing and it had me chanting ECW all the way. There was also a part too where Bubba Ray hits Salmon with a steel chair so hard that the chair bounced off of Bubba Ray's hand. And then it looks like they were gonna do Bubba was gonna do a big splash onto Tommy, but on the ladder, but he missed. Bubba hits the ladder instead. Then Tommy Dreamer hits the DDT on Bubba Ray Dudley and gets the 1-2-3. Overall, this match, like I said, was just a brawl. It was a really good, entertaining match. It was very, very good. It had me chanting ECW all the way. I wanted Tommy Dreamer, Spike Dudley, and the Sandman to win this match to get revenge for Beulah McGillicuddy. Other than that, other than that, there's but there's one part at the end. Jack Victory comes and hits Tommy Dreamer with a guitar. It's the Dudleys and Jack Victory attack Sandman, New Jack, and Spike until New Jack comes out and beats the hell out of everybody, especially Jack Victory. Even I had to hold my nuts when New Jack used a stop sign and then used a golf club to hit Jack Victory in the nuts with it. And then he hits Jack Victory with a guitar of his own. That was pretty awesome to see. And it was kind of cool to see New Jack get his payback on Jack Victory and the Dudley Boys. At the end of the match, you get New Jack, Sandman, and Tommy Dreamer all on ladders doing their wrestling pose signia, and also you got Spike Dudley just circling around the whole entire ring. It was a really good way to end the show as well. And this match, believe it or not, it had a good story going on. It had great storytelling. The ending was was a good payoff. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Overall, ECW's Heatwave 98 is a solid pay-per-view. You have a you have a lot of really good matches on here. You have 2 good title matches on here, and you have a great, really great main event. You have a great opener. You have a whole lot of things for this pay-per-view. This was a very, very, very amazing pay-per-view. If you get the chance to buy it on Amazon, I recommend it. I recommend all these matches on here. And you know what? For this whole show, I'm giving this show a rare, and this is just a rare. I'm giving this show a 10 out of 10. Yes, a 10 out of 10. It is that good. Thank you for coming back with me on ECW's 98. And I promise you I'll give you an ECW Rivals video as soon as I can. My top 12 ECW Rivals. Until then, I am your host, Malcolm from the MCHM show, and I'll see you next time. Until then, God bless and peace.